Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Theleme on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Theleme?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Theleme are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Theleme, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Theleme faring on Theleme?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desa.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no...
I thank you, Excellency. The man operates in the city center.
Would you be so kind as to tell me...
With the Alliance was the greatest of our cities. This union, but our ancestors. And of course, today, each day...
Could you give me your...
I will, but it is by...
The Bridge Alliance has been...
It is, alas, it is a luxury. The vegetation is... We discovered some, a savage and cruel... But you shall discover...
And what of your war with...
If the... But...
Have you been fighting battle...
From what I've been... Direct conflicts are in...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Here's your hat! Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I will think about it.
As you wish. But don't wait long. It won't last forever. Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? for your visit. See you soon.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
the Alliance ambassador.
Sahin. Him again. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you...
I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I was unfortunate enough to oppose certain great... I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Oh, you don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in the...
So you manipulate people to use this experiment?
I don't have a choice.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered?
I ran tests on myself. A small sip of this mixture. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case. But a normal...
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So... what are you going to do with me, sir?
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you...
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Matters turned out a little... He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. I decided it better to avoid the mob.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will thank you for your help, Excellency.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial. In some cases, nations even trade. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of... But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's...
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. As long as they don't try and get on my... That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler?
In the port jail. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Theleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nauts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow...
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Courcillon. I'm sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was wrong, though still seeing double from last... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the...
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an...
Take away the risk and halve the...
I fear that some of my teachings have been But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story. She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since children born on their ships belong to them, it's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children. From time to time, the congregation has passed...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we wait?
We should be able to set sail. I'm still without news of my cabin.
Be back soon, Captain. Excuse me, madam.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force against his will.
That is not true.
Enough!
Prison? But what would be the charges?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is... In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that...
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. He's in our warehouse. I am certain that once...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy. Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son.
Those Nauts.
Would you be so kind as to... You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merch. Is that what you call being a...
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the...
If that's what he wants, then...
For his mother. She missed... My boy has changed. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nauts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
Your captain has sent me to...
And were you able to convince...
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for...
You don't seem to be...
I hadn't seen them find me. My family is the North.
Yes. You should still go... It's not possible just now.
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh out?
We should...
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves...
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
I've seen a few...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Naut. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Theleme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. They must be waiting for me. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, we are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Theleme so... Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't...
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants...
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so...
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Mateus. The one who returned...
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original. We wanted to verify if this island could have...
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt but the text that we discovered was radically different.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Mateus to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own...
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for...
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating we were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text.
It served no purpose.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler, and he'll certainly be in touch. He, or another member of his band. Be careful, and safe travels.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency. It pains me to inform you that the...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might... We have nothing else...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide...
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise. Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee...
The cargo shall...
That shall be your next. He will give you new until then.